Hello and welcome to the next review from my website and YouTube channel called ChinesePho.com. The last 2 weeks I've spent with this phone called Umi Diamond. I got this phone from the European warehouse of GearBest for around $113. The phone took 2 weeks to arrive from me from Romania, I think. This is the first phone I've got from the Chinese manufacturer called Umi. I'll also be receiving another phone called Umi Z, which would be this manufacturer's flagship. And I should receive this phone in around 1 or 2 weeks, so you can expect a review later. But today I'll be looking at Umi Diamond. This phone came in a nice small black package, and inside the package there was the same things as there were in the iPhone C1's package. The micro USB cable, the wall charger, and that's everything, and the phone, of course. One thing was missing, and it's a small pin for the SIM card tray removal, because you do not need it for this phone. This phone's construction is a bit different when we compare it to a iPhone or maybe even an iPhone. This phone has something I haven't seen for a while. Its back cover is removable. That's why you do not need a SIM card, the small pin for the SIM card tray removal. It means you can take the phone apart. You have to be careful not to break it. The back cover, and here we can see removable battery and 2 slots. You can either have 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD card. This construction means that the phone's back cover feels a bit different than the back of, for example, a phone or iPhone. As the back cover of this phone is removable, it also means the construction isn't as solid as with, for example, an iPhone. You can, if you apply enough pressure, you can bend the back cover a little bit. There are no sounds coming out, which is great, but still it feels like not everything holds in place that great. I have one more thing to say about the phone's construction, and it is that the metal border around the phone is made from some kind of a soft metal, and when I put this phone into my back pocket with my keys, the phone got scratched a lot, and you can see the scratches, and it's really not looking that well. When I received the phone, I probably told you something about the phone's border being a bit messy, and it still is. I am not able to remove it, and this metal thing is getting a weird color. Now I'm gonna tell you something about the phone specifications. As you can see, the phone has a 5-inch display. It costs $114, and when you look at the CPU and GPU, you can see that it should be maybe a middle-class phone. When I reviewed iPhone C1, I talked a bit about the phone's keys. We can see that Umi Diamond has all the keys on the right side, which means you can operate them with your thumb, which is really nice. The connectivity is the same as with iPhone. You've got 1 micro USB port, 1 3.5mm jack for your headphones, and that's all this phone got. I should mention the GPS, which works really well. I'm able to get a fix really fast, and then navigating with the GPS is without a hitch. As you can see, this phone is lacking one thing, and that's the fingerprint sensor. This phone doesn't have one, which for me is a huge disadvantage, and I would probably not buy this phone because it doesn't have a fingerprint sensor. But if you do not care about fingerprint sensors, then you're okay. Now I'm gonna show you a few sample photos I took with this phone, and also a sample video, which is 1080p. The phone's camera resolution is 13 megapixels. The photos quality is not as good as with an iPhone or a Google Pixel, and it's average. I do not like the photos especially well, but yeah, they're okay for $120. What I like the most about this phone is how fast it is. When I compare it to a phone, this phone is as fast as lightning. You can launch Chrome almost instantly, you can load web pages really fast, and everything is very snappy and works really well. You can even play games on this phone. Still, you won't be able to play them on high details, but maybe medium, and the game will work pretty well. When I started to use this phone, I was a bit concerned about the battery life. During the first week, I mostly got to 1 day, but now, during the second week of testing, I'm able to get to 1 day and a half, which is probably solid, and I'm pretty satisfied with it now. But subjectively, if compared to a phone, I would say that Umi Diamond's battery is a bit weaker than phones. Well, to sum all this up, if this phone had a better construction, I would probably recommend it, as this phone is fast, the GPS works, the camera is working well, nothing spectacular, but still it's working well. But the phone's construction is really dragging this phone down. If you want a removable battery, then this phone is good for you, but if you do not want it, then I cannot recommend it very much. The biggest disadvantage about this phone is its metal frame, which really is a bit, not good, as the metal is very soft and it can be scratched very easily. Maybe some of you will like that the phone has a notification icon. Here in the corner there can be either a green or orange light, which means that you have some notifications, maybe a missed call or your games notifications, which is handy to see that something is happening on your phone. Well, thank you for watching, and next time I'll be reviewing a phone called Doogie Shoot 1. I have some more phones on the way to me, namely Umi Z, a flagship from the manufacturer of Umi Diamond, then a rugged phone called Geotel A1, and probably some Blue Boo Mini, or I don't remember the name exactly, but something like that. So, thanks for watching and see you next time. ChinesePho.com.